This video shows the installation of the GEnx Line Replaceable Unit, LRU, fuel tube preformed packings and packing retainers. Correct installation of the preformed packings and packing retainers onto the LRU is critical in preventing leaks. The GEnx LRUs that require the preformed packings and packing retainers are the fuel metering unit, flow split valve, main fuel oil heat exchanger, and main fuel pump. The removal and installation procedures for each of the previously named LRUs will refer you to the preformed packing seal and packing installation section of the aircraft maintenance manual. Always be sure to use the latest version of this aircraft maintenance manual task when performing this task. This digital training aid gives the technician visual help in performing this task. Warning: do not get fuel in your mouth, eyes, or on your skin. Do not breathe the fumes from the fuel. Wear goggles and gloves when using fuel. Keep fuel away from sparks, flame, and heat. Fuel is poisonous and flammable. Fuel can cause injuries to personnel and damage to equipment. Preformed packing seal and packing retainer removal. Remove and discard the preformed packings and packing retainers from the LRU as follows. Remove and discard the preformed packing and the two packing retainers from each of the LRU's transfer tubes. Install protective covers on the open ports of the LRU, the fuel manifolds, the fuel manifold tubes, and the open ports of the fuel adapter. Preformed packing seal and packing retainer installation. Remove the protective covers from the line replaceable unit or LRU fuel tube. Wipe the LRU fuel tubes with a clean cotton wiper. Install the new preformed packings and packing retainers on the fuel tubes of the LRU as follows. Note: this preformed packing seal and packing retainer task illustrates the correct technique to install the packing retainers. You must minimize the amount that you deform the preformed packing retainers when you install them on the fuel tubes. If you open or twist the retainers too much, you can damage the retainers. Some fuel system components use a combination of preformed packing retainers and preformed packing seals at high-pressure fuel connections. There are 2 retainers used for each seal at these locations. Use only new preformed packing seals and preformed packing retainers when you install a component. There are 2 preformed packing retainers used for each preformed packing seal. The preformed packing seal is installed between the 2 preformed packing retainers. Lubricate the preformed packing seal and preformed packing retainers with clean engine oil. The following figures illustrate the correct technique to install the packing retainers. You must minimize the amount that you deform the preformed packing retainers when you install them on the fuel port tubes. If you open or twist the retainers too much, you can damage the retainers. Install the first preformed packing retainer in the groove on the fuel port tube. Install the preformed packing seal. Install the second preformed packing retainer. Inspect the scarf cuts on the preformed packing retainers as follows. Make sure that the scarf cut gap is not excessive. An excessive scarf cut gap is an indication that the preformed packing retainer has been permanently deformed or that the seal and retainer assembly is not correctly installed. If there is an excessive scarf cut gap caused by damage to the preformed packing retainer, replace the preformed packing retainer. Make sure that the scarf cuts on the preformed packing retainers are not aligned. If the scarf cuts are aligned, carefully turn one of the preformed packing retainers so the scarf cuts do not align. Using the proper AMM procedure, install the LRU onto the accessory gearbox.